they were living with their parents, and their parents had a business, so the mom and dad would be asleep, and well the little kids would be running around in the house, but uh, I didn't have him until he was like 5. you know well, I didn't know about the kids, parents having problems, but CPS sent me a letter, telling me about the kids, and I kind of was devastated because you know uh, their mom, she wasn't a very good mom, because she didn't really care about the kids, you know, and there were fights, between her and my son, um, because at the time, the kids were not in school yet, and all she cared about was her daughter, getting private school, and he had to deal with that. But their fights were, because she was really controlling, and all she wanted, was the money in her purse all the time, and so my son was kind of oh well, that's my wife, and I love her, and this and that, and I kept, telling him, he needs to set, money aside, you know, because I knew where their marriage was headed, you know. Well, Nikko, he, I go see him all the time right now, and most of the time, but he sends me cards, and sometimes letters, and he tells me, that he's sorry he was a brat, but he says, he loves me a lot, and I'm like a mother and a father to him. Well, when he was in there, I see he wasn't doing, and so I asked him, Nikko, find out, so you can finish your high school. I said, because he only needed so many, credits, and I said, find out if they have school in there so you can finish. And so the next time I came back and talked to him, he said that he's attending school, and I was so glad, because he was able to graduate. And so I'm real proud of him, because he did graduate from high school. It's a good thing that he was in there, from all this distraction. Yeah. So he was able. He said that if he would have been out here, he said that maybe it would have took him a long time to graduate. Certain adults, they would buy him this, they would buy him that, you know, and I think that hanging around with those type of adults, uh, you know, bad influences, you know, there's a lot of bad influence out there, and they reel him in, and um, they give him, they give him things. Well, Nico is more mature now, and so he thinks, that he wants to. I wish, the lawyer would, I mean, the judge, reconsider and let the um, let them have a second chance, because my kids are good kids. They're not bad kids. It's just, hanging around with the bad influences. There's a lot of bad influences out there. And the kids don't realize, that they think just because they're friends, but Nico says, he's going to be careful who he hangs around with, because, he wants to come out and get a job and help me pay, you know, because I have a big bill, that I'm paying back monthly. So, I don't know what it's going to be like when Chris, I just hope the judge gives them a second chance and let them come out, you know, so they can prove to them, you know, they can be better, you know, better
Citizens.
citizens.